Covering all conversation, from dating to getting revenge on your exes. This is Talking Points with Shabazz Davis on World Improv Network.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, and welcome to Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. My name is Jerome Carmichael, filling in for Shabazz this week, who's getting his knee scoped. Good luck with that, Shabazz. Hope you can walk again soon. Yes. Now, there is one thing that I think weighs on all our minds, and that is the coming apocalypse. When's it going to happen? How's it going to happen? Why? Many questions surround the apocalypse, and to really get to the heart of that issue, I have on the show today two members of the Illuminati. Now, just to be clear, these are not their real names. I would like to welcome Conrad Bueller and Randolph Spatz to the show today. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello. Hello.
How are you doing? I'm good. And Randolph, don't be afraid to just get really right up on that mic.
There's no problem if anybody finding out my real name, is there?
Nope. We have all our identification obfuscating technology in full effect, Randolph.
Well, in that case, yeah, all right, it's great to be here today.
All right, well, welcome. Now, you gentlemen, as part of the Illuminati, have what I can only assume to be an inside track on the secrets of the apocalypse. Now, am I correct in that assumption?
Mate, yeah, kind of. I mean, we can't really talk about that kind of stuff.
Oh, well,
yeah, you know, Conrad over there, he's trying to be a little bit sensitive about this whole thing, but at the end of the day, we can talk about it as long as we got all that stuff covered. nobody gonna know who he is and stuff. Then everything's cool. What I'm saying? What you want to know?
Well, maybe if this will put you a little more at ease, Conrad, we can speak purely in hypotheticals. So,
okay.
For instance, in the coming apocalypse, will it be based in some sort of supernatural event, or is this more of a humans as a species will just destroy ourselves because we're selfish?
You know what I think is quite funny is that when we bring up the word apocalypse, everyone assumes negativity. When actually the apocalypse really just means rebirth. In most tarot card decks, actually the death card is the most significant card and actually a good card to receive. So when everyone thinks apocalypse, they assume the end of the world, when it could just be the start of a new type of world. Maybe it's a robot revolution, or maybe it's a world where everybody's vegan and does CrossFit. At least.
Wow. Now, there are some who would argue that those aren't very different things.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Conrad, I mean, he's kind of the brains behind this, and he done all the research on it, you know what I'm saying? And he's right. Apocalypse doesn't have to be negative. It can be very positive. Matter of fact, it can be taken from suffering into pleasure. Right now, we could be living a life of number of suffering. As human beings right now, we just need a reset, reboot, get that Windows 98 kicking again and start from scratch, you know what I'm saying? And now it might be perfect, might be pleasurable.
Now, you reference Windows 98.
Yeah.
Do you still run Windows 98 on your computer, Randolph?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I run Windows 98. You can't hack it. It's unhackable. And the feds, they can't trace our communication. And on top of that, you can't put a bug or a virus to it. Nothing like that.
Wow. I guess I just sort of assumed the Illuminati would be more a step ahead instead of 2 steps behind.
Well, you got to understand one thing. It took us 300 years to even be allowed to run Windows 98. So, I mean, that's a big step for us. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
And you also have to think that maybe we released the other operating systems as as tomfoolery. So everyone would not look into Windows 98. So it actually was a very wise idea.
In actual fact, Conrad was one of the main coders behind Android, and everybody thinks that Android is this great system that everybody can work on together. But in actual fact, Conrad came up with it and gave it out to the world so they could stay away from doing the real stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I really shouldn't try and think on your level, because clearly I can't grasp it. So I'm not going to go there anymore. So let's go back to this apocalypse and this rebirth, if you will. Now I speaking for myself, and I think most of humanity have an intense fear of change. And rebirth to me is really quite terrifying.
Have you ever been rebirthed?
No, absolutely not.
So, do you think you're mainly just scared of the unknown?
Well, yes.
Maybe if you were more confident in yourself of being able to handle a situation that you might not be prepared for. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Carmichael? You ain't got to be scared of nothing.
Oh,
we're not out to kill people, really, or like take over the world or anything. We don't want to start up an international currency, even though we might be behind the Bitcoin. But that's neither here nor there.
You might be, not
hypothetically. Yeah.
Well, now, so are you saying there will be no death involved in the coming apocalypse?
It kind of depends on. What happens, like there's always death involved.
Okay.
So that's kind of a
that
kind of a constant. It's not like that's just going to stop.
Well, like I was trying to say, maybe what that means is death always happens, but that's just a leeching of pain to go into pleasure. It's not really you don't actually just die. You know what I'm saying? That's why people normally they take a while for them to expire. That's just getting leached the pain, so they can start with the rebirth. That's exactly.
Well, I really I don't care how confident I am, this whole thing still sounds terrifying. That there's I need to be. It almost sounds purified by pain before I can enjoy the pleasure of the new age.
Well, have you ever seen Star Trek Deep Space Nine?
Great show.
No, I don't own a television.
I guess we can let this one slip. That is actually futuristic video, and the planet of Bajor is actually a planet we've been working quite well with recently about recolonization of a Earth-like planet.
I'm sorry, you're in contact with other planets?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Star Trek Deep Space Nine is actually our security footage from Deep Space Nine from the space station.
And us Illuminati, we've been saving our money for hundreds of years.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. And we've been you know what it cost us to build that planet? It cost us 16.8 billion bitcoins. That's
Wait, you built a planet?
Well, we had to pay for it. It got built.
That's what Bajor is. Yeah. Bajor is a man-made planet.
It's a man-made planet. Yeah.
Wow.
That's where the rebirth's going to start. Right there.
This is fascinating. Now, I guess this. I keep getting distracted because there's so much information here. How old are you two gentlemen?
Well, can we say that, Conrad? I mean, is it going to be a problem with identity?
Yeah.
Okay.
378 years old. That's how old I am.
Okay, so you've been involved with this project from the beginning.
Long time, yeah. It's taken 300, to be honest with you, it's taken 364 years to build the planet. So it took about another 14 years for it to be kind of in pre-production kind of thing.
Yeah, we started up when you were just a kid.
Yeah, fundraising too, a lot of Bitcoins.
You're still pretty young.
Yeah. Wow. So Randolph, or Conrad, excuse me, you're much older than Randolph. Oh, okay. Well, we're really peeling back the layers of the onion of the man who did not want to be identified.
Okay. Sure.
Let's put it this way, Mr. Carmichael. We've seen the development of this country and the destruction of this. I mean, should we say the expiring of this world coming?
No, destruction is a very strong word that doesn't really sound like rebirth.
It's. I meant to say, the leeching of the pain. That's all. That's what I was trying to say.
That still sounds terrible.
Well, it depends on your pain threshold. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Conrad understands. He's been born 4 times, and every time it gets easier and easier. Every single time.
Yeah, I'm on my 5th birth.
Oh, wow. This is a lot to take in, gentlemen. And now, are there no worries of rioting in the streets or mass panic at your revelations here today?
Conrad's already had that all taken care of. The whole thing about if God exists, about, everything else, religion, UFOs, aliens, Conrad already had all that figured out. He already got that taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay. What exactly does that mean? That you have all this figured out?
I don't get what the difficult part of that sentence is.
Well, my concern was about mass panic and rioting in the streets, and now Randolph, you're bringing God and spirituality into this, which I did not realize was part of the equation, and now supposedly that's
so let
all.
me may I give you a example?
Yeah, please.
So imagine that people are popcorn kernels, okay? And
okay.
When it comes to the apocalypse, it's going to be like we're putting popcorn kernels in a skillet or something that you would pop them with on a stove, or one of those fancy little popcorn makers that I used to have.
Either way, something that subjects them to an intense heat.
No, well, it expresses them into change because they pop into a kernel, and I guess maybe we all want to be a world of kernels.
That's so beautiful.
Oh, yeah. But it's spelled differently, not like Colonel, like Colonel Sanders, but like Colonel, like popcorn kernel.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Well, I'm glad the audience seems to be behind you guys. Frankly, my terror is only growing with each passing response.
Well, look at it, Mr. Carmichael. Look at the audience out there. They see it right now. You can see it in the whites of their eyes. They can see what's going on right now, and they don't even have a fear at all.
No, they in fact they're raising their hands as if in praise of what you're saying, and I am simply becoming more and more terrified by what you two have revealed today. Wow.
You want some popcorn, Mr. Carmichael?
No, I don't want anything more from either of you.
Conrad.
I just wanted to live my life.
Did you bring the pressure cooker and the oil? You should give Mr. Carmichael
I got
some
that.
popcorn.
Do you want me to pop on some Alf, Mr. Carmichael, and we can eat some popcorn and watch some Alf?
Yeah.
They're gonna reboot Alf if the reboot of Coach is successful.
Yeah, that's right.
I loved Coach.
Yeah, they're bringing Coach back. But so do you want to eat popcorn and watch the new Coach, or do you just want to freak out and worry about the change that is inevitable that you can't help?
I would love to watch Coach.
New Coach, the new Coach, not the old Coach, the reboot. It's a reboot.
Almost a rebirth.
It's a rebirth,
if you will.
Yeah, that's kind of the start. We're going to start bringing back shows that got canceled in the early '90s.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I'm going to eat popcorn and watch Coach with Conrad and Randolph.
It's the rebooted version of Coach.
Excuse me.
And if you support this and watch the reboot of Coach, then they're very possibly going to do a reboot of Alf. So support Coach.
Okay. Everyone, remember to tune in to New Coach, which will be airing on, I'm sure, whatever TV you have, you'll be able to find a station, and whenever you need it, it will be on. Thank you all, and that is The Talking Point.
Give the Windcast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Wind blog during the commercial break of what issues the Wind counselors can help you with during Good, Bad, Ugly. Next on KZKO. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with another exciting segment for Win on KZKO The Vibe.